man. It's crazy. I know. I try to tell everybody. It's amazing trails, accessibility, coffee. I mean, the food. Yeah, all of it's just what? Okay, yeah, I guess the art is okay too. Look, I know you ate a lot, but you got it all from your farm. No, don't feel bad about it. All right, what's up, crew? We're back with another episode of Oztrail's Finest and Reasons. It's so cool to have Mama Bear here with me to help break down today's trail. Now, what's so cool is this kind of speaks deeper to the whole mountain bike capital, food, the coffee, all that stuff. But I think part of diversity in trails is also having a diversity in riders. So, Mama Bear, can you speak a little bit to having a diverse population of riders?
Yeah, going the community for women and making it accessible for all women. And
many different people riding on so many different trails, and one of the trails is the one we're going to talk about today. Now, and that's called Red Barn. So we're about, I don't know, a little over a mile away from downtown Bentonville. So there's a couple ways to get right down at Leopard's Loop and ride over here. This is part of Sarah's normal ride. It's part of a lot of people's normal rides. If you take it down, dumps you into Tristan's, take that all the way down, hit the Bark Park, the Greenway, and go into Slaughter Pen Phase 1. So very fun trail, something pretty unique in the middle of it. So that's kind of part of why I'm gonna use Mama Bear to help break it down. So I think we've ride.
Yeah.
Okay, so
yes.
I'm gonna let you ask the question that needs to be asked right now.
You're gonna let me ask?
I'll let you ask
okay.
it. You earned it.
I do okay. Are you ready?
Fun trail. Now we're right off of Northwest A Street, so right over there is Ozone and Hammer Down, so to help you kind of orient yourself. Now we're gonna where it starts to get a little bit spicy. So as far as bikes go, Sarah's rocking the Django. I'm on the Spur. You don't need anything big for this. This literally is a trail that almost anybody that's comfortable on a trail can ride. Something right in the middle of pretty much everything. And if you go the way we're going, it's gonna spit you right down onto the Greenway by the Bark Park and head you right into Slaughter Pen Phase 1. So, do you have anything to add about this trail?
Nice and flowy at the top, just wind through the trees, and then it's a nice little intro into some downhill where you can
embedded rock, so be careful about that. All right, it's time. Let's go rip it. Oh yeah, Black Diamond time. You ready, girl?
I think I'm gonna go that way. Sorry.
That's one of the best parts about a trail like this, and a lot of the trails here, you have those options. So Red Barn is what Mama Bear's a sweet jump line that's very progressive and will allow riders to really build some confidence and have some keep going. Or if I want to come here in session, I could just hang out. I found my Black Diamond partner. These guys are ready. All right, so trying to convey the messaging of who these trails are good for, this is a prime example. So this is my man Jared, who ride this. What do you think of this trail?
Barn Burner?
Well, I don't think you're gonna take him on Barn Burner,
Red Barn
right?
is great because I don't have any trouble. I mean, if I didn't have him, I'd hit jumps all the way down, but with him, I can go around.
Much diversity there is. You can come in with the max seat. You can come in and rip it, and it's funny to hear you say that. If I didn't have him, I'd be out there hitting the big jump.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there you go. Proof's in the pudding.
All right, it's going to pick up a little bit of speed, but not too much. And there's options. So I'm still on and ride with people of all abilities and get to going real fast and meet back up at the bottom. Try it.
My boys Chad and Randy ripping it up itself. So you got a really low-key drop in, but you still need to remember the moniker pre-ride, re-ride, free ride. So take a look at it before you start ripping it. Now, once you come into that drop in, there's a set of 4 takeoffs, have a little bit of nuance to them. So it might take you a couple runs to get used to the feeling of those. Now, the first one that you hit is actually pretty slower. Build that comfort level and land more on top than ripping in and going too deep. So you work through these first 4, and then you have a really fun hip into a big sweeping rock face berm. From there, fun little step down into this fast portion, and then you hit the money shot here at the end. It's a big giant hip to the left. Again, like we just were, really is one of my favorite.
Hey, you done?
Where you been?
We weren't waiting for you. We went and we rolled around. We hit Tristan's, we went down All American, we hit Urban, came back.
Well, there you go. It's certainly one of the things you can do here. This qualifies as a session zone, so to speak. So we got some sessioning in while the ladies went and ripped some of the trails. Yeah. Once you get to this point, from here, if you head straight down, you got Tristan's. Really fun, builds on that kind of downhill intro Mama Bear talked about. Pick up some more speed, gets a little bit loose, has some fun features, and then that'll kick you out right at the bottom by the Bark Park, the Razorback Greenway, and that'll take you right into phase 1.
Yeah.
When you make your plans to visit Bentonville and bike Bentonville, this is one spot of the Oz Trails that you must come check out. Very friendly, again, for a lot of different riders, kind of in the heart of everything, Slaughter Pen, phase 2, phase 3. So great area to come through, bring the group, and you'll end up crisscrossing back and forth through this a few times. So hopefully we provided some solid insight for a subscriber, and I hope you've watched every other episode of the Oz Trails Finest. So on behalf of Mama Bear, my smoking hot wife, woo! You gained any weight in Thanksgiving? I mean, what are we supposed to be talking about here?